All right, Shalom Makim, Yabashima Shai, Brakathum to my dear brothers, little and sisters out there. All praise to Yabashima Shai, divine to the apostles over there at Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect. Shalom.
All right, Shalom Makim, Yabashima Shai, Brakathum. I want to make this quick point that I'm over here reading Genesis, the 12th chapter, and there's a quick point that shows that Abraham, he had a very attractive wife, which was Sarah. But even though her looks, her attractiveness was there, he still held himself as being the head of the household, or being as a man over the woman. And a lot of men nowadays, because of the attractiveness of a woman, the morals of themselves, and first and foremost, the morals of Yahweh Shemal Shai, they throw out the door because of the attractiveness of a woman and desiring to have her. And if they do have her, they're continually throwing out the morals of themselves, and more importantly, the morals of Yahweh Shemal Shai. This Genesis 12:1, it says, "Now the Lord has said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country and from thy kindred and from thy father's house unto a land that I will show thee. I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee, and I will curse them that curse thee. In thee shall all the families of the earth be blessed." So we know that's the Heavenly Father giving a blessing onto Abraham, which later that same blessing that was told to Abraham trickled down to Isaac, and then Jacob, and then the 12 tribes. Which, like it said the Lord will bless those who bless Abraham, and he will curse those who curse Abraham. Verse 4 says, "So Abraham departed as the Lord had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him. And Abram was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. And Abram took Sarah his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all the substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran. And they went forth to go into a land of Canaan, and into the land of the Canaan they came." So, they departed from their father. He went on a journey by himself, in the spirit of the Lord, being a man, becoming a man, and following after the Heavenly Father. It says, "And Abram passed through the land unto the place of Shechem, unto the plain of Morah. And the Canaanite was then in the land," because prior to Abraham receiving, let me say that different. Prior to the Israelites, that received the land through Joshua, Abraham was told to promise, but the Canaanites at the time was in the land, which Canaan is a son of Ham. You see? All right. And they possessed that land after the flood of Noah. All right. It says, verse 7 says, "And the Lord, the Heavenly Father Yahweh, appeared unto Abram," Yahweh Shemal Shai more perfectly said. It says, "And the Lord appeared unto Abram and said, Unto thy seed will I give this land." That same land that at the time Canaan was dwelling in. All right, the Heavenly Father said he's going to give him that land. And the Canaanites, we know in the story of Joshua, they got kicked out of the land. It says, "And there builded he an altar unto the Lord who appeared unto him." So even building of altars goes back to that. That's a very ancient custom. And Abraham did that for the Heavenly Father. But the altar to where you sacrifice, you pray and you sacrifice. It says, "And he removed from thence onto the mountain on the side of Bethel, and pitched his tent, having Bethel on the west and Hai on the east. And there he built an altar unto the Lord, and called upon the name of the Lord." And Abram journeyed going on still toward the south, and there was a famine in the land. And Abram went down to Egypt to sojourn there, for a famine was grievous in the land. So when the Lord told Abraham the promise, set him up in the land for a little bit, he sent forth a great famine in that land. So you best believe that a lot of them Canaanites died. You know what I mean? Basically, the Lord was getting the land ready for new ownership, which was the Israelites, which it was our land all the whole time. It was always our land. That's a part of our inheritance. All right. Remember, the scripture said the Heavenly Father placed a garden eastward in Eden. It says, and it came to pass when he was come near to enter into Egypt, that he said unto Sarah his wife. There's the point of why I'm even bringing out this lesson. But he sent forth. He said unto Sarah his wife, behold, now I know that thou art a fair woman to look upon. Woo! That woman, whoever was the wife of Abraham, that woman right there, she was very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. Very fair. So much fair, right? Her attractiveness was so grand that none of the princes of Canaan had the shot at getting her, but she got sent all the way up to the king, or the head man in charge. You see, as we read on. Let me read verse 11. It says, and it came to pass when he was come to enter into Egypt, that he said unto Sarah his wife, behold, now I know that thou art a fair woman to look upon. Therefore it shall come to pass when the Egyptians shall see thee, when these same dudes see thee, that they shall say, this is his wife, and they will kill me, but they will save thee alive. So them same Egyptians, he already knew. He was already walking in the spirit as commanded of us. You know, remember that Abraham had to know about Enoch, his forefather. And it said of Enoch that he walked with the Heavenly Father. Abraham had to know that understanding. So he walked with the Heavenly Father. So he always was in the spirit. And it said that even before he got to the land of Egypt, because he fled from Canaan to get to Egypt because of the great famine, he already had the plan set up. He was playing chess. He already was moves ahead of the Egyptians. He knew his wife is very beautiful, and they would kill him for her sake. Verse 13 says, I'm going to read verse 12 again, I'm going to read verse 12. It says, therefore it shall come to pass when the Egyptians shall see thee, that they shall say, this is my wife, and they will kill me, but they will save thee alive. Say, I pray thee, thou art my sister. That was the plan, to say, nah, you ain't my woman, you my sister. It says that it may be well with me for thy sake, and my soul shall live because of thee. And it came to pass that when Abraham was coming to Egypt, that the Egyptians beheld the woman, that she was very fair. She was fine. It says the princess also of Pharaoh saw her and commended her before Pharaoh, and the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house. Her beauty got her all the way up into Pharaoh's house. And Abraham was orchestrating a plan with a very beautiful woman. Her beautifulness wasn't controlling him or manipulating him. You know, but he used that beautifulness, as we know in the story, to get advantage over. You know, the first place why he was even in there was because of the great famine that was held in the land of Canaan, where the Lord had brought him. You see? All right. So Let's continue on a little further. Let's read what happened after that. It says, the princess also of Pharaoh saw her and commended her before Pharaoh, and that woman was taken to Pharaoh's house, and and he entreated Abraham well for her sake. Not only did the Egyptian Pharaoh, right? Not only did he treat Sarah well, but he also was treating Abraham well. He wanted that woman. He wanted to be honorable before Abraham, so that maybe Abraham would say, I only can imagine, I'm reading in between the lines. Maybe Abraham would say, hey, you could have my sister if we make some type of covenant, or I don't know. You know back then how they worked. Maybe Abraham he would offer Abraham like a seat in his whole kingdom, and it would be on the behalf of his sister. So her beauty was that fine, but Abraham was the one orchestrating the plan, with using a very beautiful woman, not letting her beauty manipulating him. You see? Verse 16 says, and he treated Abraham very well for her sake, and he had sheep and oxen and he asses and manservants and servants and she asses and camels. And the Lord plagued Pharaoh in his house with great plagues because of Sarah, Abraham's wife. Continue on the lesson further, or continue on the story further if you need to know what happened. But the point being that, now it's time to really raise up and be that Israelite man that the Heavenly Father blessed us to be. And he set the order. When you jump to the book of Corinthians, the 11th chapter, it says the Heavenly Father, Yahweh was first, Yahweh Shai, his beloved son, is second. He said the man is that third place. And then he addressed it, the woman, as being under the man. You see? It don't matter. It don't matter. The Lord's not a respected person. It don't matter if she's anything. She's still supposed to be under you. You know what I mean? Because that's how the Lord's order is. But hey, Yahweh Shema Shai Barakatam to you, brother. Said next time, Shalom.